Previously,
I feel like there's a lot of suboptimal things going on here. I do suspect that these guys in the middle are in cahoots with each other with some of the things that they're doing, like passing the talisman back to him. And he's giving him the 1-1.
Hey everyone, welcome to Commander Pop Culture. If you like the video, be sure to subscribe so you'll be notified of future content. Happy Mother's Day. Playing Atla Palani, the Nest Tender, probably one of the most motherly commanders you could get. See something else. We're playing against a Sengir and Ludevic partner deck, a Maelstrom Wanderer, and a Plargg and Nassari deck. The way my deck wins, by the way, is I need to find a way to pump my Atla Palani at least 1 toughness. Then I play my mirror entity and I activate his changeling ability 1,000 times where X equals 0. And that all goes on the stack. And Atla survives, but obviously the entity will die due to state-based actions of having 0 toughness. And it replaces itself with a new creature, and then there are the 999 more triggers left on the stack. It resolves the next trigger, and that creature dies, and then that process repeats itself until I find a Academy Rector, and when that dies, I exile it to get impact tremors, and then I cycle through my deck of all its creatures multiple times, because I got shuffle effects, like Endurance and Ulamog. And that's how this deck normally wins. There's a couple of other ways I could do it, like Masquerade Nexus and a sack outlet will get me there, or I could also do it with Astronaut's Altar and Thornbite Staff. I've seen people lose games over attempted discovery because you said yes to a land. Really don't recommend it. Okay, well, just paid 4 mana to tutor any 3 lands out of his deck. That's a pretty sweet deal. What a weird card. Taps destroy a creature of their choice and that creature of an opponent's choice. Essentially, you just trade. It's a bad removal spell. But because these guys ramped Candy Crush, now he has access to cast Maelstrom Wanderer. He said yes. Factor Fiction. So a Direfleet Daredevil's going to target. Or 10th Discovery. If he does... oh my god. Okay. Imagine more people are going to say yes. Well, I think people are caught up in mana. Tula gets a Mishra's Factory and a Strip Mine. Interesting. You could strip mine one of these lands that people tutor into their library. Just mana production city up in here. Treasure Nabber is pretty good. More mana for you. How I could sword this. Well, like, what's the point? If he has mana, he has... maybe I should take this away because he does have a Skull Clamp and you get to see a bunch of cards. Yeah, we'll probably get rid of that. Let's look at some cards. Friends Resolve. Pretty cool card. Blasting Station and Impact Tremors. Nice. I can play both, I think. Ooh, I got my Archon. It's pretty nice. Just tag the guy with a Skull Clamp. Archon will be nice. I can delay this game. Got all that mana, all this card advantage. Plus, if people have removal, they'll probably use it on my Archon instead of my Atla, because people normally care about playing a lot of spells on their turn. It shuts down the Maelstrom player pretty badly, because they cascade and then they can't cast them. So it's not exactly in your best interest to kill the Archon, except for the Maelstrom player for the moment.
What? What the fuck?
Why would you give the 1/1 to the person with Skull Clamp? I would have given that to this weird vampire deck. Just giving them more. Dude, this is... I played against these two before. I think this is from when I got trolled. Oh my god. I have to go through my videos. Hold on. Because I actually filmed that game. Did they strike me again? I would be so annoyed if I just got duped by these two. It's just the gameplay. Welcome to Beacon. There's a lot of suboptimal. It is the same two fucking assholes.
I'm a mother lover, you're a mother lover. We should fuck each other's mothers, fuck each other's moms.
Oh my god. Ah. I am so pissed that I got oh my god. I joined Avocatus and then these two fucking jumped in here. I wonder if I can beat it. I'm gonna message Avocatus and see what they have to say about it. Almost the exact same kind of gameplay where there's a forbidden orchard and he passes them over to his buddy and then does something with the tokens. And I'm not surprised with the Tempted Discovery because he specifically tutored for the Forbidden Orchard. I hate that they're playing Secret Two-Headed Giant and it's really scummy. Cool. Shattering Spree. Oh man. I am coming for this guy. Well, both of them, because they're both just scumbags. It's funny. This guy wants to team up and play, so I guess they're playing Two-Headed Giant. Surprised he left my blasting station alone.
Big mistake.
I should probably Chaos Warp that Skull Clamp. I guess I can make an egg in response. Yeah, I'm gonna just attack him, make an egg, and shoot the stupid token when he goes to clamp it. If he has a way to make multiple 1/1s on his turn, then I'll use my Chaos Warp instead. God, these guys are fucking douchebags. The fact that I think I blocked these two and I still got paired up against these clowns. I think it's because it was Evocatus's lobby that they snuck in here. Hopefully the Candy Crush player doesn't have a counter spell to interact with my Chaos Warp. Take away the option of dealing with Skull Clamp if he's able to make a bunch of little shitters. I think my biggest issue with these two is they kind of get off at playing this way, you know what I mean? Like, they take advantage of two people that don't necessarily know what's going on. They get their wins and their kicks from that. If you cast Maelstrom Wanderer, it'll be a big oof because you'll get none of the bonus spells. Nice. Okay, I'll have fun getting nothing off those Cascade triggers.
A motherfucking Mother's Day special for all the motherfuckers that ever mother. Talking to you.
You now have a big haste enabler. I guess I'll make a token, declare it as a blocker. Don't want to be taking 7 damage for free now, do I? Gonna make an egg. Gonna shoot that stupid thing off to deny his card advantage. Nice. Other rhetoric effect. If I died to the vampire player, I'd be okay with those results. Really? You don't have a single card to play? Interesting. And I drew a Phyrexian sensor. Drawing all of those pieces. Yeah, I like just... Really, he surrendered. Oh, okay. You fucking assholes.
Do you know the Klingon proverb that tells us revenge is a dish that is best served cold?
They couldn't beat the Eidolon effects. I get my revenge. Sengir Nosferatu. Interesting. Kind of want to see more cards. I don't have to do anything this turn. I'll wait for his. Maybe I'll make an egg or protect my commander. One of the two. Or my wear and tear will have a pretty good target. I can't wait for the people in my shop to see this video. That's I imagine that brings a lot of people great pleasure. Not just me. Still got a couple of big boy attackers here and eventually find a way to deal with. Let's see if I find something to interact with his board here. Maybe I'll hit a Flametongue Kabu or my Solitude. Ooh, I hit my Mirror Entity. I do win off this. Not here on this turn, but on my turn. Speaking of Solitude, there it is. Actually, this is just, it's almost infinite. I was thinking I could do it the faster way, but I'm going to show you guys the combo, I guess. Feel kind of bad because this is the only guy that's left here and we were cool to each other and the game is going to end. Alright. I thought I could respond to it. Well, I blew that pretty badly. We're gonna play the old-fashioned way. Nice. Harmonic Prodigy. Guess I'll get Dockside. Well, there goes Outline with the Bojuka Bog. Man, I played this so badly. This game should have been over, but that's okay. Happy little mistakes, as they call it. I think I'll exile this Nosferatu Living Death. Brings back Captivating Vampire and Carder, and I might lose all of my stuff. We might as well shoot some things. Get my Solid Pride Mage back. I kind of like my Harmonic, so I think I'll sacrifice my dude here so I get him back. Or do I want Dockside to get more treasures? Tough choice. I guess I'm only paying for one, or he's only paying for himself. It's like, I think the Harmonic's just more important. I can Rift Sweeper my Mirror Entity. Necromancy. I feel like I don't need Goblin Bombardment. Use my fetch land to shuffle those away. Get rid of those. Let's talk about the deck, and then let's talk about that game. The deck's pretty interactive. We got all kinds of sweet removal and protection cards to make sure Atla survives. My pieces that make Atla survive also give stat boosts, like Feat of Resistance. All my instant speed cards that protect Atla put a counter on her, so it's also a combo piece, which is nice little synergy and density on a single card. The reason why I run all of the basically rule of law effects like Archon and Vimeria, Atla just puts an egg token into play, and then when that egg token dies, I get a creature out of it, so I can play around it more effectively than everybody else. It's partially why I think this deck can hang with the competitive CDH. Those rule law effects are just band-aids that are just like begging to be ripped off. Once they get removed, the floodgates open, and that's the moment that I lose the game. I get one of those rule law effects out, and hopefully I stall the game out long enough so I would combo off first. But based on that chart, if you see the turn count, I said my deck wins around turn 6. I am an optimized deck that's like on the edge of being tier 2 CDH deck, which is about where I like to play my decks anyways, because I like to play gimmicks, and looping my creatures over and over again with a shuffle effect is definitely a gimmick, and it takes a little bit of setup, but it's cool. If I do play combos, they're usually fun and unique, and if I wanted to be playing a 10, I'd be doing Thassa's Oracle and Demonic Consultation shenanigans, because it's the best, and I don't really care to win that way. When I test decks out, I start higher power and I work my way down. I usually always end up around the optimized living on the edge kind of piece. It's so I don't get stomped by people that are in the 9 and 10 range in power level, and people don't feel as bad when I beat the tune decks that are in the 5 and 6 range. Props to Emil Lang 1000 for making this chart. I'm gonna link it in the description below. Clearly it's a highly viewed document. 60,000 views. I imagine there's a lot of people who agree with this. My first hint that I was kind of weirded me out was that Portal 3 Kingdoms card that Candy Crush played, the one that blows up a creature and an opponent gets to blow up another creature. In a normal fashion, that person would blow up your creature and you blow up the creature that blew up yours, so the loop stops. But since Candy Crush and Tulog were playing as a team, basically they would blow up mine and the other player's creatures, and theirs would be perfectly fine. So it makes perfect sense why he'd be playing that card when they're playing a team game without telling anyone. I'm a father of 2, and my youngest child was actually born just very recently, so I've been really busy with taking care of her and taking care of my wife, and that was also part of the inspiration of me making this video. Is I want to thank my mom, and I want to thank my wife, and want to let them know that I appreciate them and love them. And I think everyone that has a mother or a baby mama or whatever, you should give them a call and let them know that you appreciate them. If you don't have a mother figure, or you had a mother that didn't treat you well, I hope you found someone to fill that void. And most people that need a parental figure like that, they'll find it somewhere else, hopefully. And if you are one of those people that haven't, just reach out, man, or girl, or whoever you are. There's someone out there that cares enough to help you out. I also want to special thank Plargg and Candy Crush. Today was a special day. Not just because it was Mother's Day, but because I got to fuck some motherfuckers. Have a good night.
Can you feel that, buddy? Huh? 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 I have exorcised the demon.